must be hundreds of prisoners inside that camp. I won't find one boy by chance alone. Either the light of the goddess leads me to him or... There'll be an administration office somewhere, and detailed records. I know how my people work. If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Kian. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in. This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. It's too smooth. There are no footholds. There's nothing for me to grab hold of. This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it. This looks like a good place to start climbing. Light! This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind goddess. The camp's larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all? Odd. There are more soldiers inside the camp than along the perimeter. Why build a factory in the middle of a prison camp? Are they using magicals for labor?
You don't want to catch whatever they died from. Oh, makes sense. What exactly did they die from? Some kind of flu? I don't get.
Odd. There are more soldiers inside the camp than along the perimeter.
And the blood. Huh. Never heard of a flu that runs along bloodline.
What you looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary?
See anything out of the ordinary?
I see Isaac and Jamal. Looks like they're having a bit of fun.
Oh, let me have a look.
Hey, you're not on Farglass duty. I'm on Farglass duty. You do your job and I'll do mine.
I owned a Farglass once. It helped me keep tabs on the street gangs in Sadir. But Vermon's boys stole it from hundreds of dead magicals. They're dragging bodies into the factory to burn them. But why? What are they doing in this shadow-cursed place? Hundreds and hundreds of bodies. They can't all have perished from natural causes. I won't be able to see what the guard's up to from this angle.
Just any wizard. The necromancer king of Kian. They say he hunted humans.
But wasn't he human himself? But he looks human from the statues.
A shade changer then. Or maybe he was a
That archway must lead into the castle proper. The administrator's office will be somewhere on this floor, I'm sure of it. Management always picks the topmost floor. That's the symbol of the servants' trade, the attendants and domestics that help keep this facility operational. The Makers Guild. They're responsible for construction and maintenance, not administration. The military branch. They have a large presence here, but they wouldn't be handling the administration of the camp. That responsibility would lie with the system. That, I believe, is the official seal of the Office of Scientific Progress. There were whispers of their existence in Sadir, but I knew of no one affiliated with the division. As far as I understand, they've been instrumental in the creation of the engine. They're a new arm of government, and unlike most other offices, they appear to answer directly to someone on the council. I'd say this is the best place to start looking for prisoner records and incriminating documents. Locked.
Anyone around? Isaac? Joran? Anyone? No one? Oh, goddess, I hate walking alley rounds. Fallows may have the wits of a mind-bird, but some nights I swear he's right. This stone tomb is cursed.
Locked. Need to jiggle it just right. Come on. Come on. Ah, those years spent on the streets of Sadir continue to pay off.
That's what this place is.
The Office of Scientific Progress. The guard left these keys in the door. They should work with most of the doors unlocked. If I don't return the keys right now, the guard may sound the alarm. The Office of Scientific Progress. Most likely the administrator's quarters.
This place is cursed.
The Necromancer King's lost his head. I wonder why they've all been removed. Skulls. Shadow. Someone's got a morbid taste in interior decorating. These statues can't be new. The Necromancer must have had them made when he ruled... There's something odd about that wall. Why would they need an anatomical chart? What's the administrator doing with that? It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. It signifies her standing within the 6 circles of Sadir. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. Azadir. It's been a long time. The last round of testing surpassed our loftiest expectations, confirming initial theories. The Dalmari plague has successfully been triggered in a 7-year-old Zidling. The creature survived 3 days before succumbing to fever and bleeding rashes. It died in blessed agony. The disease has not yet settled in an adult Zid, or plague-resistant Dalmari. Further mutations are required before we can move on to the next phase. What in Shadow's name? It's sickening. What are they doing to the prisoners? The administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honorable and gentle trade. Anyone who knits can't be all that bad. Due to disease spreading amongst the prison population, we recommend reducing the amount of Dalmari meat used for inmate rations. What is this? We do not want disease spreading inadvertently within the magical population, as this will negatively affect test results. Goddess. It doesn't budge. Locked. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. Locked. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. The wall feels different from the other walls. The First Mountain, one of our seminal religious texts. It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place. It's a letter, signed by the administrator. Locked. A stone head, belonging to one of the statues depicting the Necromancer King. This probably belongs to one of the statues here. The Necromancer's little head. How could anyone have been terrified of this ridiculous-looking man? This probably belongs to one of the statues here. What is this abomination? It's too dark to... What is that down there? Are those bodies?
You made it. For a while there, I didn't think you would, but those guards. Standards have fallen. I may need to behead someone, set an example. Goddess, I can't believe you're really here. The Apostle. I am so starstruck right now. I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
Biggest... What?
I followed your career. I know every crusade you've undertaken, every conversion you've carried out, every infidel you've judged and found lacking. I always dreamed we'd meet someday, and here you are, in my lab. Goddess, and look at the state of me. I'm such a mess. I do apologize, but you caught me at a disadvantageous moment. I was just about to start cutting.
Bib? Is that Bib?
Is that what this thing is called? I was aware that it knew you, so I thought it appropriate to work on this one tonight.
Let him go!
But I'm not finished. Oh my. I'd always dreamed of meeting you, but in my dreams, I never had to pull a gun. And you weren't wearing clothes. I guess it's true what they say about dreams coming true. Do you think me too presumptuous? There's only the two of us. I'm sure you won't tell. I could call for the guards waiting outside the door, but then our little chat would be over, and I feel we still have so much to talk about.
She's hurting an innocent child. Let the boy go. He's harmless.
But that's not really true, is it? It may be a child today, but soon it'll be a big blue brute with a serious axe to grind. Besides, this is serving an important purpose. A sacred purpose.
You're insane.
Insane? But you don't know what we're doing here, what we've accomplished. And here I was, hoping the Apostle would understand. This camp is a research facility, Kian, not a prison, not a death camp. We're doing very important work. In the last 5 years, we've made so much progress. We're closer than ever before to producing the cure.
What cure?
The cure? For magic, of course. We're creating a scourge to wash the world clean. When we unleash our holy plague, it will spread like wildfire across all continents. Humans will be perfectly safe, of course, but magicals, they will die. Every single one of them.
You're insane.
No, it's perfectly safe. We're doing science here, not black magic. We're being very thorough. You see, we started with the Dolmari plague. Do you know about this? Many decades ago, it killed almost half the Dolmari in the world. But then it weakened, and the remaining Dolmari became resistant to the disease. A real shame. It would have saved us a lot of work if it had killed them all. What we're doing, what we have done, is modify this plague. It no longer affects only Dalmari. It affects all things magical. People, beasts, insects, plants. Anything infected by magic is cleansed, eradicated. I don't like to brag, but it's fiendishly clever.
I don't understand why anyone would do this. Why are you doing this?
That's a silly question, coming from the Apostle. You and I were on the same mission. We're doing the work of the goddess.
I'm no longer the Apostle.
I know, but well, once an apostle, always an apostle. I don't believe you've completely abandoned your faith or your humanity. Some part of you must approve of what we're doing.
You're wrong. I don't. This is madness.
That saddens me, Kian. It really does. I mean, I'm not a bad person. I'm a scientist. We're simply trying to wipe out magic once and for all so that humanity can be safe. You must see that. You must see the good in that.
You're evil. What you're doing here is evil. This is the Shadow's work, sister.
Evil. What magicals did to us, to our nation, that was evil. Those precious Dalmari of yours murdered my family, burnt our farm to the ground. My brothers and sisters. They were children. What had they ever done to deserve that? They died in agony, crying for our parents while those beasts just watched. And what they did to me afterwards. We're doing this so that no one will have to go through what they went through. Now you've made me upset, Kian. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm the one holding the gun. One shot, and they'll come running through that door. Of course, you'll already be dead. You'll be...
Sister. Kian. What are you... What in Shadow's name is going on?
You'll pay for this, Kian! You'll pay for this!
She was about to shoot me. Has everyone lost their minds? Do you want to explain what's happening here, Kian?
Please, Mia. Ask your men to stand down. I serve the goddess, same as you. The administrator does not.
Fine. But if you don't tell me everything, and I mean everything...
I will. You may want to sit down. This is going to take a while.
The final preparations will be completed by tomorrow, Mistress.
And the ceremony?
It will begin when the moon rises on Reap Moon's Eve as planned. The engine is ready. We have accomplished everything we set out to do.
And the Prophet will be here.
So he has told us through his messengers. We have no reason to doubt his word.
This is the beginning of a new era, Sister Saya.
Indeed it is, Mistress. Such a pity Harmy isn't here with us. Where is the General, Mother? Why does he not grace us with his presence?
He's away. On urgent business.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Mistress, did you know about this urgent business of Harmy's?
We trust the General to set his own priorities, Sister Saya.
Of course. It is a pity, though. Great things are happening, and I'd hate for Harmy to miss out. After all, were the resistance to fall in his absence and the war of the Northlands won, what would remain of his legacy?